last Friday, right after school, I immediately pulled out my phone and called an Uber to a random location that my friends had all agreed to meet up on for a easy hike. And so on this hike, we were promised like, oh, we're gonna hit some rock pools. We're gonna film something cool there, and it's just gonna be like a great experience. And so I pulled up with my school bag, my school uniform, and Crocs. Okay, so Friday right after school, I was already on my way straight to an unknown location, probably a mountain. I'd seen some pictures, and it looked like a very easy hike. It looked like just a straight line with a paved pathway. And so I wasn't expecting much. I even told my parents this is an easy hike. You don't need to worry about me. Like, I probably won't die or get injured. And fortunately, I didn't. But as I pulled up, bro, and my friends were there, immediately, we started sprinting in between these two buildings. And in between these two buildings were a staircase that easily could have been there for like 200 years. I swear they were like there was like mold and everything on them. I didn't even know where I was going. I was just following them. And I could have been kidnapped or something, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It was so sketchy. And so as we were running up these stairs along the side of a mountain, so between the two buildings, it was kind of like a mountain kind of thing. And then as we walked across the kind of edge of the mountain, that's when the trail became a lot more terrestrial, or whatever you want to call it, like more natural. So it wasn't paved anymore. There was literally ropes, and the incline was like this, and it was like a dirt kind of like path where the greenery, like the trees and bushes, were there was a clean cut path, but it was like all dirt, and we had to use ropes to climb up. And so my dumbass, being in Crocs, thinking this was gonna be an easy hike, was fucking dying. And so I was slipping and sliding past like all this mud, and like, bro, there were spiders, there were like worms and everything just crawling over me. I didn't bring any bug spray. I didn't know we were gonna be in the middle of a forest at one point. And so as we climbed up this mountain, using ropes and everything, and getting on, bro, I had to get on all fours. Like a fucking animal, bro. And like, such a great experience. I'm grateful for it, but damn, I was not expecting that. Yeah, I was expecting such a leisurely hike, and I was getting on all fours within 5 minutes of the hike. We were on all fours just trying to survive. And one of our friends was way in front because he was experienced in hiking. Two of us, me and my bro, was in the middle, and one of our guys was just lacking behind, and he was like trying his best to survive. It was so fun. And so as we made our way up the first mountain, that was already just a huge struggle. I was like gassed by the time. We were all gassed by the time we made it up the first mountain. We're at the peak. It was a crazy view. And that's when we realized, that's when my goofy eye realized that we have another fucking mountain to climb. So across like the bay, there was like this mountain, okay? And then at the incline, there's like a sandbar, and then there's a whole other fucking mountain, and that's where the rock pools were. And so I realized, okay, I just climbed like 20% of the way, and now we have to climb down this mountain, go across the beach, climb up, and then climb down, and that's probably where the rock pools are. My dumbass was in Crocs, and the sun was setting, bro. The sun was setting, like we were losing daylight rapidly, man. And so as we climbed down, and we realized we probably only had an hour of daylight left, we were not making it back in the dark. Like, we are not climbing back up the mountain and back down the mountain and surviving that in the dark. Like, there's just no way. And so we either had to decide to send it and try and risk our lives for the sake of a rock pool, or go back. And so at first we tried sending it, but we kind of half-assed it because we were already gassed. And so eventually we just decided to chill on the beach for a bit and then make our way back. And as we made our way back, we decided, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we don't take the route that we took originally? Instead, we go around the side of the mountain, which might be even harder, and it's even more dangerous because it's by the cliff where the water is. And thankfully, it's low tide because it's still like sunset, and the waves weren't crashing on us. And so we took that. And so as we were climbing around the mountain, we found that, okay, there's like these bridges and once again ropes that we had to rely on in order to kind of like not die and fall off the mountain, if you will. And so that's what we did, and we enjoyed the sunset. It was just a great experience. But what I took from that, besides being a dumbass and coming straight from school to a fucking mountain, is it's better to be over-prepared for something rather than be under-prepared for it. In a sense that I would rather be way over-prepared for something rather than risk not being prepared for it. As in wearing Crocs to climb a fucking mountain. Better safe than sorry. That's essentially what I learned. That saying doesn't really click until you kind of experience it. Because we didn't get to the rock pools, number one, because we were all underprepared. We had no idea what to expect. So we didn't even go for the purpose that we were going, which is to jump in the fucking rock pools, bro. I want to go so bad. I wanted to hit those rock pools so bad, and we didn't even get to hit them because we were just so underprepared. And so we're going again next Saturday, and we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna be better safe than sorry. We're gonna do our research, bring our equipment, and we're gonna fucking hit those rock pools. And we're gonna be talking about this adventure for the next 10 years, I swear. Better to be safe than sorry. Better to be over-prepared. Better to make sure that you're over-prepared rather than take the risk of getting fucked. So, what are you waiting for? Get after it.